made it back. Well, welcome to the second segment of this first episode of Backroads America. You know, I think it's only fitting to begin putting country music in perspective by honoring and talking about the grandfather of country music, Jimmie Rodgers. Because Jimmie Rodgers was the original country music star. And he was the first artist to become a millionaire in the profession. You have to understand that country music was not even a category back then. Man, they used to haul him around from town to town on the rails, and he'd get on the back of a flatbed car, just him and his guitar, and he'd sing his heart and soul out to the adoring crowds. He'd sing songs about life, and it was a life that they could relate to back then, which was during the Great Depression. He'd sing songs about his life and about his certain death that awaited him at the young age of 35, stricken from tuberculosis to which there was no cure. So he literally gave his life to the music that he so dearly loved. His last recording sessions were recorded in a studio in New York City. He had long since given up touring due to his health, but he did understand that in order to express himself, he had to do these recordings. So he'd lay in a cot there in the studio and up until he'd get enough breath and strength about him to get up and lay down another historically treasured song. 2 days after his last recording, they found Jimmie dead in his room at the Taft Hotel in New York City. This was May the 26th, 1933. He went from being probably the most spoke of artist in the music industry to a rarely mentioned relic that time and technology has left behind. So let us honor old Jim by singing a few of his songs. You know, his first recording session had taken place. He recorded a song that was actually meant to be the flip side song to a song called A Soldier's Sweetheart. It's a simple little song called Sleep Baby Sleep that he wrote as a lullaby to his children. But yet it became the most requested and listened to in its day. And I'd like to do a little bit of it for you right here. It goes like this right here. Sleep, baby, sleep. Close the old bright eyes. Listen to your mother, dear. Sing these lullabies. You see what I mean by a simple little song? And I'm telling you that that song don't say no more than that. But yet it was still the most requested and listened to in its day. Jimmie Rodgers' biggest song by far was a song called T for Texas. It still manages to get requested, listened to, and even recorded today. I'd like to play a little bit of it for you, and it goes something like this right here. It's probably a more familiar tune, especially in today's standards. T for Texas, T for Tennessee. T for Texas, T for Tennessee. And T for Thelma, the gal that made a wreck out of me. If you don't want me, mama, you sure don't have to stop. If you don't want me, mama, girl, you sure don't have to stop. 'Cause I can get more women in a passenger train can haul. Women make a fool out of me. I'd like to thank you for your time, America. Be sure and tune in to the third and final segment of this first episode of Backroads America, where we will conclude talking about and singing a few more songs of the grandfather of country music, Jimmy Rogers. So until then, you be good, America, and I'll see you on the Backroads.